Good evening, family. How we doing? Pastor Senior here with just a quick word. No formal Bible study tonight. I know we were talking about doing some face to face in Zoom stuff this week. Uh, just caught up with the holiday, and so instead, what I'd like to do is invite you to join us on tomorrow for our second annual Celia Thomas Home for the Holiday Thanksgiving dinner, community dinner, and I do want to just talk about the three reasons why we were inspired to start this dinner. Number one, and these are not necessarily in order of significance, but number one, I think that it's really important for us to celebrate the people that mean um, you know, I'll just say the people that have had a significant impact on us and it means so much to our community. Um, Years and years ago, I can remember different folks in the in our community that would sponsor these kinds of dinners on Thanksgiving, providing a place and a space for people to come and get a hot meal and enjoy good company. And one of the people that would provide that service was a really good sister in the Lord, member of New Hope, Celia Thomas. And I can remember, when Celia first started doing it, it to me was just so on brand for who she is and the kind of person that she is. And I say present tense because even though she's not with us physically, we know that she's in the presence of the Lord, and so she's here with us in a spiritual sense. And um, and really, Celia's life in so many ways embodied service and community and family. She was a person that loved to laugh, loved to see other people enjoy themselves and um, be at peace. Um, Maybe this is one of the reasons why she served as an usher for so many years, or served in outreach ministries for so many years, or served in our Angel Tree ministry for so many years. And in so many ways, Celia embodies um, her life and her memory embodies so much of what our church is about, so much of what New Hope is about. There are so many Celias at New Hope, and I dare say there are a lot of Celias that are all around our community, connectors, people who help to bring other people together, create space and place for others. And so that's when we thought about pivoting away from just giving away food, right? Like for years and years during the Thanksgiving holiday, we would give away groceries leading up to the holiday, and there's a place for that, and I'm thankful to God to all the groups and agencies that continue to do that kind of work. It's important. Um, but I just, as you know, I just felt compelled by the Lord to maybe take it a step further. To do what we can on our little corner at 2120 19th Street South to create a space and a place for people to be on the holiday, where they can have good food, enjoy good company, and not have to celebrate the holiday alone. And so that's reason number one. It is to celebrate the community dinner tomorrow is to celebrate Celia, but also to celebrate all of the men and women in our community that place a premium on being connectors, on creating spaces and places for people to come and to gather, and want to see people be well in community. The second compelling reason for having the community dinner tomorrow is the existent need. One of the things that uh, the technology has done and is I think created more separation and distance between people. have been some studies that have been done and polling that talks about just how lonely and isolated and separated we are as a community. One of the reasons maybe why there's so much anxiety and division and discord. So tomorrow's community dinner represents an opportunity for us in some small way to try to bridge the gaps that divide us and to create a space and a place for us all to come together to do nothing more than to love on each other in the spirit of Christ. And then the third compelling reason for having this event is really deeply personal, and I want to say a little bit selfish. Over the years, as you know, I've continued to lose people. I'm just saying on a personal level, whether it is family members, members of our church community and family, as life has just kind of been lifing. Sometimes the holidays don't always feel like, you know, you know, like they used to when I was younger. And and a couple of years ago, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, we were here and shout out to my wife and my sister-in-law. They cooked a great meal, and we had all of this food that was left over. And I just kept thinking to myself, man, there's got to be more than just sitting around and eating until you're full, and then having a bunch of food that you're eating on for days, and then even still food that ends up being wasted. And recognizing that there are people all around us that don't have those luxuries, that don't have those necessities, that don't have a place, that don't have food, that don't have connection or community. And so this year, so last year and this year represents a chance to do something other than just sitting around and eating more than we should, and just sitting around being lazy, and getting fat. Um, to do something, to take the holiday and do something meaningful with it, to do something other than just selfishly satisfying my own appetites. I wanted to do something that made me feel good. And one of the things that makes me feel good is helping other people, seeing other people smile. And so those are the three compelling reasons. And maybe, one, two, or three, maybe one or two of those reasons or all of those reasons might resonate with you. Maybe you are a Celia Thomas, and you are a person who enjoys serving and connecting and bringing people together. And if that's the case, then we invite you to join us and bring others along. Or maybe it's a situation where you kind of see what's happening in the larger community and recognize that there is a need for connection, a need for us to bridge some of the divisions that keep us separated. And if that's the case, we invite you to lean in and to join us and bring somebody along. Or maybe you too, like me, see that the holidays have become sort of this commercialized, Americanized monstrosity, where it's the focus is on, again, just more stuff, just gluttony, more stuff, more food, more whatever, more leisure, more amusement. Um and you know and, and you're looking for something greater than that, something deeper than that, something more profound, um something like service, loving on others, being present for others in a profound way. And so, if that's the case, again, we invite you to join us, be with us on tomorrow. One of the things that God calls us to do is to love Him with all of our heart, our mind, our soul, and our strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. And that is really what the dinner, in a nutshell, that's what tomorrow's community dinner represents. It is our expression of love for God, our expression of love for our community, our brothers and sisters, And so we are looking forward to gathering tomorrow around the table of the Lord to sharing a meal, have a good time, and have the opportunity to really lean into the things that we're thankful for. So I love you. I pray you can join us tomorrow. Bring a friend if you know of someone. Maybe they're new in town. Maybe they don't have much family or any family at all. Um, Maybe they are displaced, and whatever it is. Um, we'll be there tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing you there. All right. I love you. Pray God's best for you. For those that I see tomorrow, I'll see you, and I can't wait. And for those that aren't able to make it, I pray that you have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless.